From CHI Memorial Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee, this is USL League One Soccer on ESPN Plus, presented by Transcard. Tonight, Chattanooga Red Wolves and Union Omaha. I'm Donnie Barnes. These are two clubs eager to get back to winning ways in league play as we look at our standings in League One entering this weekend's set of games. Neither of these sides exactly where they'd like to be in the table so far. Union Omaha, a few games to make up on the others. They've had a couple matches postponed due to their stellar run in Open Cup play, where, of course, they're in the quarterfinals against Sporting KC in a few weeks. But just the 6 matches played, just 1 victory, only 1 defeat as well. 4 draws, including a 0-0 last weekend. Chattanooga, meanwhile, coming off back-to-back defeats, including a heavy 3-0 loss at Richmond on Wednesday. They were a very unhappy bunch after that game, and they're hoping to rebound here tonight. And in that vein, they're looking for a big game out of Raphael Menzingen, who has a couple goals and an assist this year. And his side held goalless in their last 2 outings, so they hope that he can provide a spark up top as he returns to their lineup here tonight. For Union Omaha, meanwhile, Rashid Nuhu having another stellar campaign in net so far. 3 clean sheets already, and we always talk about his goal kicks and his big right leg. He has the ability to ping balls all the way to the opposing penalty box, and Union Omaha scored some goals off flick-ons from those long goal kicks, including their first one against Minnesota United in that memorable cup win a week and a half ago. Just 1 win in their last 6 league games for both of these teams coming into play tonight. And they hope that a win this evening would kickstart their League One campaign. We'll have your starting 11s and your kickoff next.
What's the latest buzz? It's Ford's fresh lineup of SUVs. Get great offers on the vehicles people are talking about, like Ford Escape, an SUV that drives like a car, Bronco Sport, where the terrain never intimidates, and Ford Explorer, the all-time best-selling SUV. Need we say more? Don't wait. Find out what all the buzz is about at your local Ford dealer. For the latest offers on Ford SUVs or to build and order your select Ford, visit your local Ford dealer today.
I get asked by my friends back home all the time, why did you move to Chattanooga? Affordability? Check. An amazing outdoors? Yep. Fantastic food? Check. But there's one box that not even Silicon Valley can check. EPB's gig. Thanks to fiber-fast internet with upload speeds that no one else can touch, moving to Gig City was a no-brainer. I look back on my journey with gratitude, and I look forward to a life of smooth streaming and free street parking on Sundays. Yeah.
Good times, bad times, and everything in between. Your primary care doctor is with you all the way.
One more. One more.
One more, please.
One more, guys, one more. Set, up.
Hey, kid. Yeah, we'll take one more.
Oh, one more.
Wow! Do it one more time.
Welcome back to CHI Memorial Stadium, home of the Chattanooga Red Wolves, as they take on Union Omaha here tonight. Our officiating crew leading the 2 sides out onto the pitch as we get set for soccer here on this Saturday evening. Let's look at lineups for these 2 sides. First, the starting 11 for the home side, Chattanooga Red Wolves. Again, coming off back-to-back defeats. And to that end, they've made 4 changes to their starting 11 from that midweek loss at Richmond. They have a Carlos Aviles back in the net today as he replaces Tor Trostin, who was subbed at halftime after allowing those 3 goals. They also have Raphael Menzingen, Josue Cartagena, and Sebastian Capazuki returning to the lineup here tonight. For Union Omaha, they make 5 changes from their game last Saturday against Northern Colorado. Isaac Bawa, Alex Touche, Hugo Kamatani, Noe Meza, and Ryan Jiba all back in the starting 11. All of those players featured against Minnesota United a week and a half ago and then were rested at the start of last weekend's match. Most of them came in later in the game off the bench, but back to just about the first choice starting 11 for Union Omaha, who struggled for some attacking fluency with that makeshift lineup last weekend. So our national anthem concluding after you just saw our starting 11s. It appears we're going to have a slightly late kickoff in Chattanooga here tonight. Crowd settling back into their seats. You see Union Omaha wearing their white kits tonight, and Chattanooga in those red tops and shorts. Chattanooga 3 victories, 4 defeats, 2 draws in 9 league matches. Union Omaha with the 1 win, 1 defeat, and 4 draws in their first 6. It's always a physical contest when these two match up. Just the 4th time they've met in League One play over the last 3 seasons. We'll take a look at our injury report coming into tonight. That is presented by the Center of Sports Medicine. Lots of injuries for Chattanooga. It's been a big problem for them lately. Navarro, Murray, Bement, Paez, Kapazuki, Hernandez all out. And they also announced this weekend that Walefe sustained a calf injury and is on the injury list as well. For Union Omaha, just the one man listed on their injury report, Giovanni Montes de Oca, has been battling something for quite a while. So the Owls in those new road white kits that they just debuted a few weeks ago. Wearing the white shorts tonight as well. They will alternate sometimes when wearing the away kits between white or black shorts. All white here this evening. Talking about the physicality that these two clubs have often shown against each other in their three prior matchups. 2 victories for Chattanooga, 1 draw. Of course, the first year they met, 2020, their first ever meeting had to be postponed several weeks when the game was weathered out. That was when this stadium was still partially under construction and the lights hadn't been installed yet. So after the afternoon start was rained out, they had to reschedule the match, which Chattanooga then won a few weeks later. And then a win and a draw for Chattanooga last year. 79th minute winner from Ricky Ruiz was the difference when these two sides last met at this ground. It will be Chattanooga to get us underway. Our referee is Joshua Belk. He blows the whistle, and off we go on this Saturday evening. Again, just 1 win in the last 6 league games for both these clubs. Really hungry for 3 points here tonight. First touch right away for Carlos Aviles. Chattanooga, that press from Union Omaha. Aviles forced to go long. First flick of the head for Connor Doyle. Union Omaha's captain. Meza trying to chase this down by the end line. It's shepherded out of play by Nico Cardona. Goal kick for Chattanooga. In this sunshine splashed evening in Tennessee. Game time temperature in the low 80s. We're very curious to see what kind of reaction we see out of Chattanooga after that difficult loss against Richmond in midweek. Aviles booting that one long. Conceding 3 goals on 3 set pieces in a 10-minute spell before halftime, Chattanooga. They were really upset about that. Coach Jimmy Obleda talked about a lack of concentration. A turnover here, Union Omaha. Press looking pretty decent in the opening couple minutes. Doyle, top of the box, touched along. Meza keeps it moving. Brito now. Joe Brito shifting to his right and curling it into the net. What a start for the visitors. Joe Brito gives Omaha a perfect start on the road. They lead 1-0 in just the 2nd minute. Well, he scored against Minnesota United And now he scores in the league for the first time this year. What a cultured right foot he showed there. It's good ball movement by Omaha after they won the ball up high. Again, utilizing that press. Doyle connecting with Kamatani and then Meza and then Brito, and boy did he do the rest. Just that little shift onto his right to buy himself a half a yard of space and burying it into that top right corner. No real chance for Carlos Aviles. So well done. And it's Union Omaha who hit the front early. And Chattanooga, real test of character for them now. After such a difficult week. Again, a week ago, they lost 1-0 on this ground to Greenville in a match they really felt they should have won. That was a game where they were 0-0 in the 70th minute, and they earned a penalty, which was then saved. And Greenville went up the other end of the pitch just a couple minutes after that and scored. And held off Chattanooga late, so that was a gut punch. And then we've already talked a couple times about the very disappointing performance on Wednesday at Richmond, and now they fall behind right away to Omaha tonight. They have a free kick here, as Joshua Belk wants to calm things down a little bit, already issuing a warning to Kamal Malcolm. Free kick taken quickly, and then a cross swung into the box and headed away by Dalton Knudsen. Be ushered out. And a throw coming for Omaha. Bit of an awkward one for Isaac Bawa there. Just had to hack it forward. Well, Jimmy Obleda talked to us yesterday. He said you don't see what people are about when you're winning. When things are difficult, you see their grit and their resilience and their will to get themselves out. And some more resilience and grit needed for Chattanooga now after that very difficult start to this game. On the ball here with Josue España and then Josue Cartagena. Jose Carrera Garcia, second-year captain. Skidding past a couple pairs of feet before it was cleared away. Chattanooga now with a spell of possession and a bit of pressure, looking to build themselves into this match. Jiba prevented that from going across the end line. He saves the corner. It's a deep attacking throw for Chattanooga instead. Weaving his way out of trouble. Surging up that touchline. Foul and a free kick. Eddie Gordon, good work there to get his team out of trouble. Noe Meza credited with the assist on that Joe Brito goal, of course. It's he who played the last pass to Brito. And Brito still had plenty to do when it came to him, and certainly did it really well. Bawa down the right touchline. Meza racing after it. Took a bit of a funny bounce. Forward by Aviles. Straight to the chest of Gordon. Brito. Full of confidence after that goal. There he is again. Ryan Jiba. A little bit too much on that from Doyle. Now Rafael Menzingen sprinting away, his first attack of the match. Menzingen returning to the starting 11 at the top of this formation for Chattanooga tonight. White shirts forcing him to turn back. Jimmy Obleda also said all this adversity, it's preparing us for something good that's coming. He was so disappointed with how his team defended on Wednesday after they talked so much about set pieces going into the Richmond game. Always an optimistic and energetic character. Wants his team to believe that better times are around the corner if they keep working at it. Very young side this year, and with all those injuries they've had, they're even younger with their starting 11 than they normally would be. Free kick here for Union Omaha. was going to leave it for Alex Touche. Kamatani won the flick on, but easy mop up for Aviles. Bit of a heavy touch. Almost handed it to Meza. Josue Espana just got away with that. Jay Mims, Union Omaha's manager, wouldn't be drawn out when I asked him on Thursday whether the first 15 minutes would be really important tonight. Of course, they're always important, but I asked him if when you're playing a team that's been struggling a bit in their last couple matches, the way Chattanooga have, whether it's even more important to put them under early pressure and maybe raise some doubt in their minds. And he just kind of shrugged and said, no, it's important all the time. Not an especially big deal. Here's Brito. You do feel Omaha have maybe raised some more doubts again. Brito still, as that ball fell kindly back to him, looking to maintain possession. They do now out on the left for Jiba. Jiba's cross. Deep toward that back post over the head of Malcolm, and it runs out of play. Bit of a stunned silence so far at CHI Memorial. The home side falling behind so quickly. Chattanooga hoping to get their fans into this match. That one too far from Menzingen, shielded off by Knutson. Bit of an awkward ball for Nuhu, who calmly lifted it over Menzingen's head. Long for Meza, who's able to get there and keep it in play. Chattanooga claiming the throw, and they get it. Good work down there by Aaron Lombardi. It was actually Sebastian Kapazuki, who Jimmy Obleda singled out for praise yesterday. He's one of the guys who really gets what this coaching staff is demanding from them. Now the Red Wolves looking to start an attack. Long ball to the right. Tracked down and controlled by Ray Ortiz. Ortiz up against Jiba. He delivers a good cross in. Could have gone anywhere. Went across the end line. It will be a corner. Menzingen trying to get on the end of it. I believe it was Knutson who put it out. Not an easy clearance by Knutson. Menzingen might have got something on it, and it was Touche that it deflected off last. And the resulting corner out of play, and now it will be a goal kick. Corner taken very quickly. Comes one of those long goal kicks from Rashid Nuhu. Jimmy Obleda talked about being ready for those. Said he expected basically the same Union Omaha team, just with different personnel. He respects and understands the way Jay Mims has his teams play all the time, regardless of who's suiting up for them. Here's Brito now, some space to come forward. One goal already for him. Here's Jiba. Brito. Jiba on the overlap. Got to the end line. Serves and the cross. Oh, what a chance. It was just behind Meza, and he put it over the bar. That was Kamatani actually leaning back, unable to guide his header on target. That ball fizzed in with lots of pace by Jiba. Let's see it again. It's excellent play between Brito and Jiba. Jiba takes this extra touch here to get himself to the end line. You saw Kamatani just having to crane that neck back. Unable to keep the header down. Really good chance for the Owls to double their early lead. Here's Lombardi the other way now. Trying to surge past Bawa, who got something on it, deflected out for another corner for Chattanooga. Their second of the match.
This Red Wolf corner kick brought to you by your local Ford dealer.
Mo Espinoza will take this corner. Now instead he leaves it for Ray Ortiz. Now Espinoza. The cross to the back post, headed across the face of goal. Still kept in play. Partially cleared by Noe Meza. Attack still alive for Chattanooga though. Back they come down that left channel. Espana to the end line, looks to cut it back. Some shouts for handball. An Omaha player down. It'll be another corner for the home side. See the corner again. Played it short, and then a really good service to that back post. Devin Benton trying to get on the end of it. They were able to recycle the ball, and then Espana trying to surge toward that end line. There's that shout for handball. It was Eddie Gordon who went down, clutching his face. Ball may have struck his arm as it went across the end line, but the referee judging that to have been a natural position. And we hope Gordon is all right. See that wind blowing from right to left as Gordon is helped to his feet. This flag's all pointing toward the left. Make those corners from this side of the pitch interesting. Taking that corner into the wind. There's Jay Mims. Has to be thrilled with the start his side has made. They've taken the lead on the road a few times this year and have been pegged back and forced to settle for draws. Now here's that third Ford corner kick for Chattanooga. Popped high in the air, not dealt with, and there's the equalizer. No, it went wide. Side netting, wrong side of the post. Carrera, I think he thought it was in. I certainly did at first. Fooled a lot of people. You hear some of the fans thought it was in as well. It's still 1-0. Let's see it again. Let's see just how close that was. This really flummoxed the Omaha defense. Nobody closing Carrera down, and he wasn't sure. Saw him waiting to see. Wait, did that go in? What a good hit this is. Great contact. That's not an easy technique to take that volley straight out of the air. Cut across it just a fraction too much. So 15 minutes gone, 1-0 Union Omaha.
Coca-Cola, quench your thirst with a Coca-Cola beverage. Together, tastes better.
Very anticipating that this would be a tasty one. It has been so far. It's a good takedown by Kamal Malcolm on a tricky ball. Now they fight for that bouncing ball, and the free kick given to the home side. Check out the new 2022 Chattanooga Red Wolves kit, along with t-shirts, scarves, novelty items, and much more at ChattanoogaRedWolves-SC.com. I want to clarify that website, by the way, ChattanoogaRedWolves-SC.com. No dash there. Be sure to head there now and check out that great merch. Good turn in space there by Mensingen, and then another excellent turn. Did he win the free kick? Referee says nothing was wrong with that challenge. And that will be a free kick as Brito is sent tumbling, and frustration for the home team. They thought they should have had one a moment ago, and it's a yellow card shown. Mensingen asking Joshua Belk, what about a moment ago when I went down?
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has presented the yellow card to Chattanooga's number 13, Ray.
That's Ray Ortiz shown the yellow for chopping down Brito. First card of the match. It's the 31st yellow card shown to Chattanooga this season in their 10th match. Union Omaha have taken 8 cards in 6 matches. Brito asking at the Chattanooga player, I think that's Ortiz, whether he's actually 10 yards away from the ball. Ortiz holding his ground. Chiba with a good switch across the field. Bawa taking it very well. Doyle unable to find Mesa. Heavy touch. Mesa took it down, but his touch was heavy as well. Now the Red Wolves look for the counter, but too much on that. Beyond the reach of Mo Espinosa. Elsewhere around the league, Richmond has a 2-1 advantage over Tormenta in the 59th minute. Tormenta took an early lead before Richmond scored twice prior to halftime. The ball is out. Another throw upcoming, this time for the home team. Greenville and Charlotte, they are 0-0 at the half. And in just a few minutes, Forward Madison and FC Tucson will be kicking off in Wisconsin at Breese Stevens Field. Here, Joe Brito's 2nd-minute goal separating the sides thus far. And Doyle winning that ball twice in quick succession. Now the referee blows the whistle as Doyle, apparently the victim of a challenge just as he won that ball. Doyle has stayed down, but taking the opportunity, it appears to have a lobbying conversation of his own with Joshua Belk. See what happens here. Malcolm was dispossessed, and then Doyle slid in to win the ball back and took some contact after that ball was gone. While celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official matchball supplier of USL League One. Choose what you play with at www.selectsportamerica.com. Select, league's choice, player's choice. Alex Touche taking the free kick with 20 minutes gone. Mesa steaming in. Oh, ricocheted off of him. Unable to complete the turn. It's a good ball forward. Menzingen. Little slip on this turf surface. Brito looking to clean it up, but his ball for Kamatani was errant. A bit of a sloppy spell of play. Espinoza trying to weave between the lines, just outside that penalty box. Espinoza played to the end line. Dancing into the box now. Really good work. And then Touche with the challenge, looking for the goal kick. That's exactly what he's got. Excellent challenge by Alex Touche to end that surging run by Ray Ortiz. And Ortiz stays down afterward. This is good work. First by Espinoza. Good little run by Ortiz to present himself for the ball. The cutback beat Bawa, but there was Touche. It's well done by both men, Ortiz and Touche. There's the danger that Chattanooga can present when they get themselves to that end line. Done it a couple times. That's a great take by Malcolm, who's then hauled down. And I think this will be the 2nd card of the match. Lombardi's going to take that card. The referee initially was going for his pocket, then he waited a bit. Turned out he was just waiting for Lombardi to get back up before showing him the caution. Watch this takedown in one touch, and he was gone, and Lombardi wasn't going to let him get away. So Ortiz and Lombardi both in the book in the opening 22 minutes. Joe Brito, as he usually does, will stand over this free kick for Omaha. Takes it short, then the service in, headed away. This way, Espana looking to connect, and that's a poor touch. And an Omaha throw. Jay Mims, since the ball's at his feet, taking the opportunity to give some instruction to his side. Just over midway through the first half. I'm Donnie Barnes. Glad you've joined us on ESPN Plus tonight. Flying challenge there. And Jay Mims and the Union Omaha bench asking for the free kick. Looks like they've gotten it. And I think they want more. Gordon bumped off the ball by Ortiz, who's already on a yellow, remember. That's why the Omaha bench is lobbying so hard. Jay Mims with the pursed lips. He felt that Ortiz should have been shown a second yellow there. Well, Ortiz certainly has to be careful. Last thing his side need after the run they've been on, falling behind early again tonight, is to be down to 10 men in the first half. Not the case yet. Another free kick for Joe Brito. Good distance on this one, headed clear by Nico Cardona. Looking for the counter, but that was cut out well by Brito and won back by the Owls. Brito looks to serve this ball in. Good service, but there is Carlos Aviles. Still having to battle that setting sun a bit, Aviles. That was a really good take. It's back with Kamal Malcolm, though. Neat little step over, and then Kamatani waits for it to arrive. He has Jiba overlapping to his left and utilizes him now. Jiba looking for an opportunity to serve in across. And miscommunication there between he and Kamatani. He thought Kamatani was going to head immediately to the end line. That was not the case. Well, don't miss a minute of the action in 2022, whether your club's on the road or at home. Catch every second of USL League One action on ESPN+, the home to the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. This run continues. Opportunity now with the right foot, but Ortiz, Espinoza scuffing that well wide. Such a good run to get himself in a shooting position, but unable to make clean contact with it. It's been uncharacteristic to see Chattanooga shut out in their last two matches. Normally a pretty high-scoring side. We saw them put 4 goals past Northern Colorado in their last victory on May 7th here at CHI. And Kamatani judged to have backed into a man, and he's penalized for a foul against Sebastian Kapazuki. Saw a moment ago with that run from Mo Espinoza, that ability to break lines. A very dangerous attacking side. It just hasn't quite clicked for them in their earlier matches this week. Third game in 7 days for Chattanooga. Take that throw quickly. It has to be put out for a corner. And corner number 4 coming up for the Red Wolves. It was Lombardi who was making that run and putting the pressure on, forcing the concession of another set piece. So another forward corner kick. Ortiz to deliver. Taken short again. Espinoza, the edge of the area. Back to Ortiz, and then Espinoza at the end line. Espinoza, low cross, right into the arms of Nuhu. Safe hands from Rashid Nuhu. Could take that first time. Interchanging well on that left side, Espinoza and Ortiz. Carrera Garcia involved as well that time. Here's Meza at the other end, trying to skip past Lombardi, and then dumped him to the ground and gives away the free kick. Now Espana. Lombardi. Menzingen, unable to maintain possession. Fairness to him, he had at least 3 white shirts crowded around him. Now the counter on for Union Omaha. It's Brito. He has Jiba to his right, looked to find him and could not. Brito's gotten off to a great start in this match. He'll be a little disappointed there. Whose foul was that? It's a free kick for Chattanooga, much to the bemusement of Isaac Bauer. A quick reminder that Coca-Cola is the exclusive soft drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. They're still trying to jumpstart that attack. Had some promising moments in this opening half hour. Unable to find the final ball. Crowd has gotten into it though after a quiet opening 10 minutes. Again, Joe Brito scoring in the 2nd minute for Union Omaha to give them this 1-0 advantage. Now, Hugo Kamatani hauled back, and he's called for the foul. Boy, Omaha couldn't believe that. And straight away, Chattanooga onto the front foot. And the cross, very errant. It might have cued off an Omaha foot. And Lombardi trying to wrap that into a dangerous spot, unable to do so. For Omaha, even though they've only won 1 of their first 6 league matches this year, scoring first has been a trend for them. They've only trailed for 1 minute. That was in their 1 defeat, which came via a 94th minute goal for Charlotte Independence. But even in that match, Union Omaha scored first, actually led with 10 minutes to go before giving up 2 late ones. Of course, the second goal, they strongly felt and still feel never crossed the goal line and shouldn't have been given, but that's the only minute for which they've trailed in league play. What a good run this is, meanwhile, by Josue Espana. Now he lays it off. Lombardi decides to pull it back. Carrera Garcia. Ortiz looking to turn the corner on Bawa, who gives away the free kick. Chattanooga growing into this match now. They took it quickly, trying to keep this momentum going. Looking for that equalizer before halftime. Kapazuki, space to come forward. Menzingen has drifted out onto that right side. Kapazuki again. Working the ball well around the perimeter, but Union Omaha really good at keeping that ball to the outside. That's what they're doing. And the interception by Kamal Malcolm. Mesa brings Brito into the play. Good calm play from Jiba. Pass deflected away from Brito. All the way back to Carlos Aviles. Hasn't had a lot to do over the last 10 minutes or so. Four shots credited to Chattanooga in this first half, none of them on target. 2 shots for Omaha, but one of them on frame and in the back of the net. Possession so far about 66 to 34% in the home side's favor. Again, Union Omaha won't be upset about that. It is not abnormal for them. Usually around the 40th percentile or so, if that. Very good at taking advantage of the chances that they get. Defending very strongly without the ball. Kapazuki. Looking to spray one deep down the right side. Easy for Jiba. Easy in turn for Rashid Nuhu. It's a loose ball, and Connor Doyle wins it back for Omaha. Knudsen. Touche. Now, USL Championship newcomers Monterey Bay FC welcome Western Conference contenders San Antonio FC to California. Don't miss a minute as the USL on ESPN continues Saturday, June 11th at 6 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Deportes. Mesa for Kamal Malcolm. Really good work by Malcolm. Shouts for handball, and that's given. That pretty clearly came off Mesa's right arm. Free kick, Chattanooga. Elsewhere, Tormenta have equalized at Richmond, so they're 2-2 now in the 75th minute. Just underway in the second half in Greenville. Still 0-0 between the Triumph and Charlotte Independence. Here's Lombardi for Chattanooga with Gordon on his shoulder. Lombardi trying to cut it back in the direction of Ortiz. Not enough on it. And cleared out for a throw. The ball is rolling in Madison, meanwhile. Forward Madison and FC Tucson. 0-0 in the third minute. Here about 10.5 minutes plus stoppage time until half. Joe Brito's second minute tally holding up so far for the visitors. Ball stolen back though by Nico Cardona. Cardona breaking lines and dispossessed by Alex Touche. Good challenge, and it needed to be. Mesa now. Jiba. Knudsen. Doyle and Mesa. Good spell of possession for Union Omaha now. Brito shielding that ball with his body. Good persistence to win it back by Devin Benton. Espinoza. Tahena keeps it moving. Good one-touch football by Chattanooga. What can they create on the end of it? Ortiz trying to surge past Bawa, who takes him down. Another free kick. Bawa's committed a few of those fouls now. Out and Chattanooga's players hollering for a yellow. How many fouls does he get to make? And I think this will be the final warning for Isaac Bawa. The lobbying continues, meanwhile, from Ray Ortiz. You might be saying, you gave me a yellow card really early for one of my first fouls of the night. Why haven't you shown one to him now? Chattanooga earning a lot of these set-piece opportunities. Good delivery needed. Ortiz wants his team to reset before taking it. Anticipation building Now the ball thundered in and right into the arms of Nuhu again. It was just over the head of Lombardi, who I don't think made contact with it. Trying to flick it along and might have taken it past Nuhu if he could. See again whether he got anything on it. Taken with pace by Ortiz. Any kind of touch that was on frame likely would have been in the back of the net. It did appear that it whistled right over Lombardi and everyone else's head. The Red Wolves come again, though. Building some more momentum as this half wears on. Out on the right to Devin Benton. Good tracking by Jiba to prevent the cross. Now it's Ortiz who's ranged to that right side. He stands one up. Headed to the top of the area. And then mistouched by Josue Cartagena. Good calm play by that Omaha defense to get themselves out of danger. They look for a counter opportunity. Meza has some space, but that space closes quickly. Cardona says he flicked it off of Meza. But the linesman disagrees. And he asks Cardona to not discuss the matter further. Another throw for the Owls in front of their dugout. In the fourth all-time meeting between these two clubs. 2 victories and a draw for Chattanooga. All seeking their first win against the Red Wolves in club history. Mo Espinoza attacking against Touche, who stands up and puts the ball out of play. The whole Red Wolves substitute bench who are up on that far touchline claiming that Touche pulled the jersey as he cleared that ball. Espinoza on the attack now. Unable to slip Josue España through. Only cleared as far as Lombardi. Now it falls to Cartagena. Capazuki. Taking a few yards afforded to him. Again, Union Omaha really effective at keeping you and the ball to the outside, not allowing interior penetration. Served long toward the corner flag. It's a really well-weighted ball. And Mensingen trying to put in the low cross. Excellent stretch by Bawa to block it. It will be a 5th for Dealer's corner for Chattanooga. Mensingen thought about taking it quickly. Now we'll leave it for Ortiz. He does take it quickly and short. Carrera Garcia with a try just over the bar. Jose Carrera Garcia caught it really sweetly. Couldn't quite keep it down. Clean contact. Hit that back netting behind the goal instead of the net itself. Capazuki got to that goal kick by Nuhu, but could only flick it backwards for an Omaha throw. Chattanooga have defended those long Nuhu goal kicks pretty well in this first half. Isaac Bawa not in any hurry to take this throw. I think Omaha would be glad to get to halftime with this 1-0 lead intact. Bawa launching it into the box. Kamatani won the flick on. Didn't fall to Kamal Malcolm. The Owls trying to set up that high press, which was working for them early on. Chattanooga have handled it much better and haven't given them many opportunities to set it up since. To play their way up the park now. España into that setting sun. Still España lays it off. By the end line, Ortiz able to keep it in play. Cycled to Cartagena. Cartagena lines it up. Low drive, didn't get all of it. Chested in the direction of Benton. And free kick given away by Benton as he took down Brito. Benton just a little late. Brito earns the free kick. Benton being warned by Joshua Belk. The lobbying for cards is at full tilt by both sides. Just the 2 cards shown so far, Ortiz and Lombardi for Chattanooga. Union Omaha not received a caution yet, at least not an official one. Just a couple minutes of the first half remaining. We'll see how much stoppage time we have. Long ball, and Kamatani judged to have undercut Devin Benton that time. Is there one more chance to come in this first half? Cardona seemed a little frustrated with his teammates. Didn't feel he had a lot of options. Now finds an option down the left. That was Ortiz, who earns a throw. Into the final minute of the 45. Espana. It's a good ball from Menzingen. Menzingen's drive. Blocked down by Touche. Meza, Kamatani couldn't keep it. Cartagena. And free kick given away by Malcolm, and he's going to get Union Omaha's first card of the night. He took down Jose Carrera Garcia, and so Kamal Malcolm in the book in the 45th minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has presented the yellow card to Union Omaha's number 11.
Malcolm immediately raised the right hand, say, no, there's nothing in that. Joshua Belk disagreed. Free kick taken short. We're going to have 2 minutes added on at the end of the first half. 2 more minutes for Chattanooga to find an equalizer before the break. Well, for Union Omaha to mainly find a counterattack and a second goal. It's Malcolm. Neat turn out of pressure. Kamal Malcolm. Can he find a teammate now? Yes, he can. That's Brito. Brito has Jiba down the left. Jiba on the edge of the area. His cross came all the way through, stayed in place somehow, and had to be batted down by Aviles. I think that took a deflection off the defender. It was probably trickier than it appeared for the goalkeeper. It's one of those dangerous counterattacks by Union Omaha, though. Benton takes the safe option. Kazuki. And then Cardona. Down the left channel. Will it stay in play? It does. Opportunity still on to the top of the box. Espana unable to line up the shot. It's pressured by Touche. And then couldn't find a teammate afterward. And that's out of play for an Omaha throw. And Jimmy Obleda fired up. Looked like it was going to open up for a shot there inside the area a moment ago, but that Union Omaha defense able to close ranks quickly enough to prevent it. Final 30 seconds of stoppage time. Brito. Kamatani making himself available. Meza. And the referee has blown his whistle. Not sure what for. Play was stopped. Connor Doyle asking, where are we going to put this ball back in play now? It's going to be a drop ball. There are only about 15 seconds remaining of the 2 added minutes when play was stopped. So it's going to be dropped for Connor Doyle. Is there time for Noe Meza to create something here? Down by the corner flag, he'd love to win a corner, and he does. A very late corner, deep into stoppage time in this first half for Union Omaha. It's their first of the evening. And the first that Brito will have the opportunity to take.
This corner kick brought to you by your local Ford dealer.
So this should be the final action of the first half, one way or the other. Kamatani and Touche and Malcolm in the box. It's the flick along. Great touch over the bar by Aviles. Big save by the Chattanooga goalkeeper. And that's the end of the first half. And Union Omaha upset that they won't be given an opportunity to take another corner. What a flick by Kamatani, and it so nearly made it 2-0 right before half. Aviles with a massive stop, getting that right palm up to tip it over the bar and keep his side within 1 as we go into the break. Wow. Joe Brito with an excellent outswinging delivery, and Kamatani, how well did he do to get that ball on frame? Nearly did a lot better than that. So 45 minutes gone, 45 to go in Chattanooga tonight. It's finally poised. The second-minute goal from Joe Brito has Union Omaha ahead 1-0.
Academy is holding its annual summer camp series starting June.
The day the world stopped was the day we... From now on, we're anything on our plates because we've learned moments that were always there and they never tasted.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
Chattanooga Red Wolves play their first match of the new year. Here comes Chattanooga now. Puts it in! Finds the back right corner!
What's the latest buzz? It's Ford's fresh lineup of SUVs. Get great offers on the vehicles people are talking about, like Ford Escape, an SUV that drives like a car, Bronco Sport, where the terrain never intimidates, and Ford Explorer, the all-time best-selling SUV. Need we say more? Don't wait. Find out what all the buzz is about at your local Ford dealer. For the latest offers on Ford SUVs or to build and order your select Ford, visit your local Ford dealer today.
Elizabeth Eli.
Welcome back to Chattanooga. 1-0 Union Omaha leading the Red Wolves at the break. Let's look back at the week that was in USL League One as we recap the action from last week's league games.
Our last May match day starts in North Carolina. Third straight home match for NCFC, but 12th minute, Richmond gets on the board first. Stephen Payne the cross to Emiliano Terzaghi. He knows what to do with that. His fourth of the season. Richmond up 1-0. And those fans drove the 2.5-hour trek down from Richmond, and they know that Richmond 2-0 when they scored first this season. But look at this header. The cross comes in from Luis Arriaga. Slow it down for you. The back of the head of Garrett McLaughlin. He was facing away from the goal and gets the leveler. 1-1. Later in the first half, Jaden Cervania is pulled down in the box. That's called a penalty. Give it back to McLaughlin at the spot. And he puts it home for the 2-1 lead. That would stand through the second half. North Carolina now a league best 7 points from losing positions, and the only League One team with a goal in every match. We go to Chattanooga. Speaking of PKs, Rafa Minsigan takes it from the right side, gets bumped by Aaron Walker in the box. That's called a penalty. Second penalty of the night in League One. And last week it was Galindrez getting the goal off the PK spot. This time Walepi saved by Paul Christensen. That's the first PK save in League One this season. That keeps it level. 4 minutes later, look at this pass from Don Smart. He leads Jacob Lavovitz across. He finds the back of the net, his first career goal. A 1-0 win. Greenville is unbeaten in its last 9 meetings with the Red Wolves. We go down to Georgia. Tormenta hosts Tucson. 36 minute. Tucson with a chance. It gets cleared out, but all the way to the feet of Tyler Allen. Look at this. This is your goal of the week. Tyler Allen punches it home past Pablo O'Hara, and just 2 minutes later, that's a 1-0 lead for Tucson. Just 2 minutes later, 38 minute now. Midfielder Tevin Shaw collects a yellow, but he had a yellow from the 4th minute. That means a red card. Unfortunately for Tucson, they lead the league with 3 red cards, so they'll have to play a man down for more than 50 minutes. Late in the match, Tucson loses it. Pressure from Tormenta. Alex Morel, how does Carlos Marancio get a fingertip on this? Keeps the shutout alive. Kingsford Agi also with a nice shot in close, parried away. That will be a 1-0 win for 10-man Tucson. Tormenta has no home goals in 5 home matches. We finished off week 9 out west. Fuego hosting Madison. 57th minute, Villian Bijev. No, says Brino. Follow-up, no, again. Sergio Chavez on the second attempt. Phil Brino, the keeper with 6 saves on the night. Still no score. We go to the 82nd minute. Jeremiah String on a string. 1-0 Madison. 82nd minute. So they're going to come out with 3 points on the road with the lead only lasted 10 minutes. Michael Hornsby to Bijev near post header. How do they do it? 4th stoppage time goal this season for Fuego. And Fuego now their 3rd draw when conceding first. 2 home matches, 2 draws for Fuego. Bijev, 3 goals and an assist in the last 3 matches. We started week 10 Wednesday night in Richmond. This is not a recording. Richmond hosting Chattanooga. Set piece showcase. That one from Ethan Bryant to Nathan Ani. He heads to the red smoke. This is not a replay. This is a different play. 3 minutes later, Bryant finds Jalen Chrysler. The 6'4 Jalen Chrysler. Look at the hang time. That's 2-0. Then we get into first half stoppage. Bryant also impacting play. He doesn't get an assist for this one, but from his backside, kicks it out to Candela, over to Leo Baima with the left. 3-0 at the half. And it would stand. All 3 goals were by players scoring their first goal of the season. The Kickers are +6 differential at home in the win. And now this from the USL.
10 years in the making, a dream start for City.
Maxi Rodriguez, what a stop by Steinwasser.
And it's into the back of the net. El Paso.
Far corner and it's in. What a goal. Are you watching Football Americas?
We all have goals. But let's be honest, Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
I'm on that routine. I'm on that routine.
Chattanooga Red Wolves play their first match of the new year.
Here comes Chattanooga now. Puts it in! Finds the back right corner. Welcome back to halftime in Chattanooga. Union Omaha with that one-goal advantage at the break. Let's look at some USL news and notes around the league this weekend. Northern Colorado making it 23, the 23rd venue. League One playing in its 23rd venue. It's coming up in just a few days as they open at Jackson Stadium for their first home match in club history. Garrett McLaughlin, Player of the Week after netting a brace for NCFC as they beat Richmond last Saturday. That was a good come-from-behind victory by North Carolina. 9 call-ups for League One, sending 9 to international duties for Nations League and the Africa Cup. First half highlights and stats coming up in just a moment as we count down toward the second half. First, we'll see our League One Team of the Week as Garrett McLaughlin told you he's the Player of the Week. The Goalkeeper of the Week, Paul Christensen, another clean sheet for Greenville Triumph. Brandon Fricke also in there as well. A couple from Tormenta, as Tormenta and Greenville dominating that League One 11 along with a few from NCFC. Now a quick break, and then we come back with first half stats and highlights, counting down toward half number 2 in Chattanooga.
My friends back home all the time. Why did you move to Chattanooga? Affordability? Check. An amazing outdoors? Yep. Fantastic food? Check. But there's one box that not even Silicon Valley can check. EPB's gig. Thanks to fiber-fast internet with upload speeds that no one else can touch, moving to Gig City was a no-brainer. I look back on my journey with gratitude, and I look forward to a life of smooth streaming and free street parking on Sundays. Yeah.
Good times, bad times, and everything in between. Your primary care doctor is with you all the way.
One more. One more.
One more, please.
One more, guys, one more. Set, hop.
Hey, kid. Yeah, we'll take one more.
Oh, one more.
Wow!
The day the world stopped was the day we... From now on, we're anything on our plates because we've learned moments that were always there, and they never tasted.
Counting down to half number 2. Union Omaha with that slender advantage after the opening 45. Let's see highlights from those first 45 minutes. As it was a very fast start for the visitors. Chattanooga coming off such a tough couple games, and this one did not start well for them either. As the Owls, after winning the ball high up the pitch, they went to work. Excellent passing sequence, and eventually Joe Brito shifting onto his right foot and curling it deliciously into that top right corner, leaving Carlos Aviles with no chance. Great interplay here. Connor Doyle, and then Kamatani, and then Noe Meza. And Brito still had a lot to do when the ball came to his foot, and did it exceptionally well. Scored against Minnesota United in that Open Cup match a week and a half ago, and now has his first league goal of the season. Chattanooga threatened a number of times in the first half, often weren't quite able to find that final cutting ball. This one nearly forced the equalizer. It deflected off Dalton Knutson out for a corner after good work by Ortiz. Ortiz able to dance his way to the end line, and that deflection was a kind one for Omaha. Touche will say, I had it all the way. That's what I meant to do there. And then in the 15th minute, more pressure from Chattanooga. A high corner kick and an excellent volley out of the air. Just off target. Jose Carrera Garcia, for a moment, he thought he'd scored. The fans thought he'd scored. We thought he'd scored. Not quite, as it tickled the side netting instead. First half stats, 8 shots for Chattanooga, just 1 on target though. Meanwhile, 3 shots, but 2 on frame, including the goal for Union Omaha. They're usually very efficient with their chances, and they were again in the first half. Possession 2-1 in favor of Chattanooga, but again, that doesn't bother Union Omaha. They're really good at playing without the ball. A couple yellow cards for the Red Wolves, 1 for the Owls. So we're just about ready for half number 2. Interesting to see if there are any tweaks at halftime. I think Chattanooga in the attacking half will feel reasonably pleased with how they attack, just need to find that final ball. Union Omaha will be pretty pleased with how they defended. So off we go again with Omaha in the white kits, kicking left to right in the second half. And they go right to work down that right side. Kamal Malcolm around a double team, able to surge right past them. And now Bawa on the edge of the area. Bawa's shot charged right off his foot. It was a big block. Jimmy Villalobos, it appears, has come on at the beginning of this second half and straight into the action with a vital challenge there. It's the 4th time that Union Omaha have scored the first goal away from home this season. They've not won any of those previous 3 matches. 2 draws and a defeat previously. Now the cross. There's Nuhu. Delivered much too close to him. And he takes confidently as usual. So that change for Chattanooga at the start of this second half. Jimmy Villalobos in, Josue Cartagena out. So Jimmy Obleda making 1 substitution after the opening 45. Free kick for the Red Wolves now. There is Villalobos. Center midfielder who does have a knack for finding the back of the net, Villalobos. He's played in the Brazilian top flight. He was born in Massachusetts but was raised in Brazil. He's also played in USL League One and USL Championship with El Paso Locomotive. Good ball forward. Menzingen lifting it over the bar, claiming a deflection in a corner. And instead, a goal kick is awarded. Saw the linesman and the referee both look at each other for a couple seconds. They deliberated and then said goal kick. So Rafael Menzingen thought he had earned a set piece. Not the case. I'm Donnie Barnes. Glad to have you along with us this Saturday night. See the situation there on the card at CHI Memorial Stadium. Both these sides just 1 win in their last 6 league matches. Union Omaha, of course, putting together a sensational run to the quarterfinals of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, so they've been a bit distracted. Chattanooga, after a decent start, had some tough going over the past several weeks. Their last win on May 7th. Still plenty of time to rescue something from this one, though. That's good play by their number 19. Here's Lombardi moving into the middle of the park, trying to slice down the middle of the Omaha defense. Kamatani looks to calm things down for Omaha. Baua's ball cut out. And a boot was high there from Jiba, and the linesman on the far side spotted that and raised the flag. Free kick for Chattanooga, and a yellow card also shown to Ryan Jiba. So both sides have 2 players carded now. Jiba and Malcolm for Omaha, Lombardi and Ortiz for Chattanooga. Ortiz and Carrera Garcia deliberating with Espinoza now on what they want to do with this free kick. There's one thing Jay Mims might be slightly unhappy with his side about. What's otherwise been a fine road performance over these first 49 minutes. The number of free kicks they've given away in the defensive third. Keep giving Chattanooga this many set pieces, eventually it's going to cause you some real trouble. Will it be this one? Taken short, touched along, that's a waste. Of course, if it all works, it's a pretty play, but Chattanooga taken a lot of set pieces short tonight and have rarely been able to generate end product from them. Now that could very well be because Chattanooga don't have a ton of tall attackers that they can lump into the box. Omaha has a lot of tall defenders. Of course, Omaha very good from set pieces when they attack. So they have a number of tall players who can head the ball very effectively. That's not something that's been a strength for Chattanooga, so you can understand why they tend to take set pieces short this year. Of course, if you're going to do that, you expect to deliver quality balls in whenever you eventually seek that. That's not really been there for them yet tonight. Still about 40 minutes remaining, though. A lot that can and probably will happen in that time. Brito looking to spark the counter. That's a neat ball. Released at just the right time for Ryan Jiba. His ball for Kamatani was behind him, but it falls to Noe Meza instead. And then he spreads it to Baua on the right. This is Malcolm, excuse me. Kamal Malcolm feinting onto his left, pulling it back. Doyle now, Connor Doyle, stabbing it along for Jiba. Jiba's low cross, didn't reach Meza. And settled by Espana. Good attacking spell from Omaha, but it comes to nothing. Want to say hello to the Union Omaha fans who are watching, as always, at the Corner Kick Cafe back in Omaha. Sure they enjoyed Joe Brito's second-minute opener. Elsewhere in League One, it's gone final between Richmond and Tormenta. They settle for a 2-2 draw. Greenville now 2 goals ahead against Charlotte Independence in the 84th minute. Scored a penalty a few minutes ago to most likely make that game safe. Greenville starting to generate some momentum now. If that holds up, of course. Forward Madison have taken a 1-0 lead over FC Tucson at home. They're now in the 40th minute. Long ball, too long, out for a goal kick. As I talk about that Forward Madison FC Tucson match, Tucson have just equalized. So now it's 1-1 in the 41st. Forward Madison desperate for a win They gave up a stoppage time equalizer to Central Valley Fuego last week out west. And they were so close to a 1-0 win, had to settle for a 1-1. They've been pegged back now again tonight. Still a ways to go in that one. Chattanooga trying to find their attacking rhythm in this second half. Villalobos. Lombardi. Espinosa. Good ball. Now the chip from Espana to the overlapping run of Lombardi. Cardona. Kapazuki. Ball won by Bawa. Malcolm claiming he won the flick. Throw stayed with Chattanooga. Down the line it goes. Good run by Ortiz. Ray Ortiz dancing into the box. Ortiz cutting back. Doyle stood tall. It's with Ortiz again. This time facing up with Eddie Gordon. Lombardi now. Put it off of Bawa's body, and Meza looks to spring Kamatani on the counter. Kamatani, Brito, Jiba, cut out by the slide of Devin Benton, earning applause from his head coach. Ford is the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Appreciate Ford's support. As Ryan Jiba is told to retreat a few yards before taking this throw. It's well done by Jiba. Anticipating and tracking that ball. Knutson waited a while to get rid of it. A bit risky from a couple Omaha defenders in that sequence. Really well done by Bawa then to keep possession. Brito now advancing down that left side. Jiba given room to tuck in a bit. And returned to him by Doyle. Bawa takes over. Looking to ping one toward the end line. Taken down by Kamatani with his chest very neatly. Brito now. Brito's cross skimmed off a man and into the arms of Aviles. From that deflection, had to readjust his body quickly and take it cleanly. Man has gone down for Omaha. And a stoppage in play. And that's Bawa. Union Omaha had such a physically draining week last week, but then had a full week to train and recover and prepare for this match. Both coaches talked about the importance of the final 15 to 20 minutes tonight. We're really concerned and focused on finishing the match really strongly. Of course, you want to do that in every match, but Jimmy Obleda for Chattanooga especially highlighted how concerned he was about the last 20 minutes with his team. As we talked about in the first half, they're playing their third game in 7 days. Concerned about those efforts and those legs catching up to them late in this match tonight. Good to see Bawa back on his feet.
Body Armor, the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Upgrade your sports drink with Body Armor.
We do want to thank Body Armor, who are the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. As Chattanooga will have a drop ball. Yes, Union Omaha, just for the moment, down to 10 men. As Omaha waits for Bawa to be allowed back on the pitch. Good ball down the right side. Benton up against Jiba, delivers the cross. That took a deflection off Jiba, and it's kept in by Nuhu to prevent the corner. Good work by Rashid Nuhu.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening's attendance, 2,235 in the stadium.
Kamal Malcolm now up against two defenders, as he has been for most of the night. Good effort to keep that ball in. Owls haven't been able to do a lot of high pressing since those opening minutes. It was that high press that helped lead to that first goal just about 80 seconds in. Good back-to-goal play by Kamatani there. Doyle now. Malcolm. Doyle again. Then Noe Meza. Good strength on the ball. Doyle in the direction of Malcolm. Cut out before it reached him. Bawa collided with Menzingen, but Menzingen won the ball cleanly, and Menzingen the other way. Menzingen, there's another ball on the pitch. Menzingen runs right past that second ball. Well, that was confusing. And now the referee blows the play dead. That was a smaller toy ball that had been probably accidentally kicked onto the pitch by somebody behind that goal. Well, if Omaha had conceded a goal there on that sequence, I think they would have been upset that that play was allowed to continue initially. Now it looks like Bawa might not be able to continue as he is sat back to the turf. Looks like his race might be run tonight. As they attend to Bawa, we'll show you our shot of the match tonight, presented by Amigos Mexican Restaurant. It was this in the 15th minute. Jose Carrera Garcia so close to equalizing this match, and for a moment, lots of people, including him, thought he had. Just rippling that side netting. Excellent volleyed attempt. So Bawa has been ushered off the pitch. It doesn't look like a substitution has been made yet. Looks like Amir Ali Hadzik has come on in Bawa's place. He has. So there's the announcement of the substitution. So Ali Hadzik on for Bawa. Sounds like Eddie, well, no, Eddie Gordon's still on. Not sure why his name was announced a moment ago, but Ali Hadzik for Bawa in the 62nd minute. Now, here comes Chattanooga on that right side. The cross. Not enough players in red crashing there. Lombardi earned the throw, which he took quickly. But right back in play. Cardona. Kapazuki. Bit of a loose touch there from Menzingen. Showed too much of the ball, and the Owls able to sprint away with it. That's a great ball into the path of Hugo Kamatani. Doesn't have much support at the moment, but support is arriving. Now here's Brito. Brito across the face of goal. Gathered in by Aviles with Malcolm lurking. I think that was a cross attempt by Brito. Might be credited as a shot, which was going well wide. Espinoza now. There's been plenty of possession for the home side. Had some shots. Gotten to that end line pretty well a number of times, but Union Omaha so far keeping everything to the outside, stifling the attack very well. It's going to be a card, though, and a free kick. And that's Brito, who has shown the yellow. So 3 players cautioned now for the Owls. Yeah, it's well done by Devin Benton. Able to push it right past Brito and blaze by him, and Brito bringing him down. That's an easy yellow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has presented the yellow card to Union Omaha's number 8, Joe Brito.
So another free kick for Chattanooga. And fans ringing those cowbells, encouraging the equalizer. Good delivery, but there's Nuhu. Towering size and strength in the box. Yet again showing clean hands. Never looks flustered, Rashid Nuhu. Kamatani thinks he's won a throw. Referee points the other direction. We've had nearly 20 minutes of the second half. I think Chattanooga and Jimmy Obleda will be disappointed how relatively little they've created in the second half so far. They had a pretty good spell for about 20 or 25 minutes in that first half after conceding the opening goal. Put Omaha under a decent amount of pressure. Again, weren't able to create a lot of end product from it, but a lot of good play. Omaha's been able to stifle this game pretty well so far in the second half. Still 25 minutes plus stoppage time remaining, though. Here goes Lombardi, roaming into the middle of the pitch and stabbing one on the right to Devin Benton. Carrera Garcia. Back to Benton. His cross, a good one, and headed over. Oh, it was a great delivery, and Menzingen unable to get over it and looped it over the bar. That's one of the crosses of the night for Chattanooga so far. And these final balls into the box, that was Ortiz who delivered that, and Menzingen able to get to it, but not able to direct it the way he would have wanted. Credit the 2 Union Omaha defenders, though. Even though they were beaten to the ball and allowed the headed opportunity, they at least made it difficult enough for Menzingen to put him off and keep him from hitting the target. Rashid Nuhu was just shown a yellow card off camera, taking too long on that goal kick. So 4 players cautioned for the Owls now. Something to keep in mind with still 24 minutes left. Jay Mims throwing his arms in the air saying, what about that? Whose free kick is this? Ortiz, who remember is on a yellow card. That's why Mims is lobbying. The free kick went against Ortiz, I'm pretty sure. That's all it's going to be. Let's see it again. Does Ortiz get the arm up here against Gordon? Ooh. Well, he did. The question is, was it deliberate? Joshua Belk choosing to show leniency there. That was a bit naughty by Ray Ortiz, and I don't know if he meant to get that arm up. You're on a yellow card. Really have to be careful about that kind of thing. Mesa now. Brito almost was able to stab it between 2 defenders. Now the Red Wolves might be away. Lots of white shirts in the vicinity, but it's Menzingen striding onto it. Menzingen looking to pull it back. Comes all the way to the top of the area. Now on the left, good sliding tackle by Kamal Malcolm to put it out. Just when Aaron Lombardi thought he was through for a clean strike at goal. Well, on a night where Kamal Malcolm, again, hasn't had a lot to work with in an attacking sense, he's tracked back and done his defensive duties extremely well. And none better than that right there. May have saved a goal. Chattanooga hoping that's only temporary, though. Home fans with the "Here we go Red Wolves" chant. Game starting to boil up as we approach the final 20 minutes. Cardona, not a good ball. Cut out easily by Malcolm. He looks to spring the counter for Kamatani, and just beaten to it by Jimmy Villalobos. Just the one substitution so far for Chattanooga. Here they come now. It's a missed opportunity. They had some numbers there. Union Omaha looked a bit static and stretched for just a split second. Had to be a better touch. Free kick now for the home side. Meza flummoxed by that decision. Well, they've continued to give away these free kicks in their defensive half, Omaha. They've then defended the subsequent sequences really well. Can they do it again? Cardona, lots of space. Owls practically begging him to take a long-distance shot. Instead, he was able to hook up with Mo Espinoza. Espinoza looking for the free kick, and he has it. And another yellow card shown, this one to Amir Ali Hadzik. And so 5 of the 11 for Omaha have been booked. Ali Hadzik didn't agree with this call. Let's see. Espinoza, a little step over. Enough contact there. And Joshua Belk's estimation for the foul and the yellow. Here's another potentially dangerous set-piece opportunity for Chattanooga. Anticipation rising from the home crowd. Can the Red Wolves finally create some end product from one of these free kicks? So far, Joe Brito's second-minute goal holding up as the match winner, but it is not the match winner just yet. With the two-man wall, it's Kamatani and Malcolm hoping to try to protect Nuhu's near post. Everybody else lining up by that back post in red and white. Gabriel Claudio is coming on for Omaha, which is interesting. You don't often make a defensive substitution when you're about to defend a corner or a free kick like this. Claudio on the pitch. Here's the free kick delivery. And it's knotted along and put out for a goal kick. What a chance. And Union Omaha got away with that one. Not a good defensive header. Went across the face of his own goal from an Omaha defender and fell to Menzingen, who just wasn't quite ready for it. Didn't have his body in the proper shape to steer it on target. Let's see it again. That was Jiba who got his header all wrong, and Menzingen might feel he should have done better. The substitution for Omaha was Gabriel Claudio on for Kamal Malcolm. Good shift by Malcolm. Again, didn't have a lot to work with in an attacking sense. Defended very well. Meza earns a throw for his side, who could do with a little spell here to relieve some of that pressure that's been building on them. Kamatani looking to shield the ball. Not quite able to keep it in play. The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project. The USL strives to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/foreverproud. Connor Doyle. Joe Brito, not his best touch. Chattanooga didn't score Wednesday in a 3-0 defeat at Richmond. Didn't score last Saturday somehow, despite dominating the ball and the chances in a 1-0 defeat against Greenville. Have not scored yet tonight. Desperate to end that goalless spell and at least salvage a point from this one. Omaha, meanwhile, so eager to finally take 3 points from a road match this year, in the 4th one that they have led. Aaron Lombardi, his low cross easily cut out. Omaha has been fairly content to concede the wings when defending. This one down the right flank. Can it be kept in play? No. But it was. No, it is a goal kick. I thought maybe that came off Jiba before it crossed the end line, but apparently not. Omaha have been pretty content to say, okay, you can have the ball out wide. See if you can find a way through us when you put a cross in or try to play through the lines. Chattanooga, for 75 minutes nearly, have not quite been able to do it. Still another 15.5 plus stoppage time for them to find a way through. Jay Mims would have hoped that maybe his side could have found a little bit more in the counter-attacking sense in this second half. They might very well still have those opportunities laid on as Chattanooga have to push even more bodies forward, chasing that equalizer. Aviles keeping it on the deck. Cardona and Espinoza looking to motor down that left side. Doyle tracking him. Espinoza, a little half step on Doyle. Puts the cross in. Good calm chest away. And then booted clear by Ali Hadzik. Union Omaha will take that throw.
Chattanooga Red Wolves substitution entering the match. Number 19, Juan Galindres.
So there's the substitution for Chattanooga as they throw Juan Galindres into the match. He replaces Josue España, excuse me. So España off, Galindres on. Juan Galindres was such a impact substitute last year for Chattanooga. More on that after this attack by Omaha, as Meza looks to turn in the area and commits the foul instead. Yeah, last season, Juan Galindres scored 11 goals. 10 of them were off the bench. He and a number of other internationals on this Red Wolves roster this year had to wait to report. Had some visa issues, so they weren't able to have a full preseason together. Here's Espinoza now, weaving between the lines. Then he puts it out wide. Mensingen forced to hold up play, pulls it back. That's how well Union Omaha have gotten back into shape, even when threatened by those end lines. Mensingen now delivers the cross, and nobody there in red. And Nuhu calmly lets it go out of play. Let's see our save of the game so far tonight. It's presented by the Chattanooga Hotel. It was this one right before the end of the first half. What a good touch by Carlos Aviles to deny what would have been a spectacular flicked goal by Hugo Kamatani. And the delivery from Joe Brito. What an effort by Kamatani to get that on target. See the reaction from his teammates there. Aviles keeping his side in it. Hasn't had a lot of saves to make tonight, but if Chattanooga could rescue something here in the last 12 and a half minutes plus stoppage time, that's a save that you want to keep in mind. Jimmy Obleda said this week when it comes to his goalkeepers, I don't expect you to make the saves to win me the match. I just expect you to make the saves that don't lose me the match. Well, for Aviles, that was the kind of save that kept Chattanooga probably from losing the match before halftime. Instead, they're still right in it in the 79th minute. They come again, deflected. Will it fall to somebody in red? Deflected along further. Stabbed to the edge of the area. This is Ortiz. Pulling it back. Cardona now. Lombardi. Still they probe the exterior. Espinoza. Espinoza faking to deliver across. Kamatani was in the way. Lombardi now does deliver. Only finding the head of another defender. Lombardi once more scooping it into the box. Again, nobody on the end of it in red. Again, Union Omaha defending so well. And again, Rashid Nuhu with an easy take. Over the past couple seasons, Chattanooga, a side that became known for their late goals. They rescued so many results in the last 15 minutes. Hasn't been the case this year. This will be a great time from their perspective to find that late magic again. That's good hunting of the ball. Devin Benton and then Ortiz, who's roamed from one side of that attacking third to the other. Good work by Jiba, though, to dispossess him. Ryan Jiba has gotten so much better as a defender as this year has gone on. He never played as a defender at any level prior to this season. Into the final 10 minutes of the 90 we go. Still, Joe Brito's second-minute goal, the difference between the two sides. Union Omaha seeking just their second win of the League One season. Chattanooga hoping for their second win in 7, but at this point they take their second draw in 7. Cardona. Espinoza dancing and jinking against Ali Hadzik. There's Nuhu again. Cross after cross, but still unable to unlock that Omaha back line. Nuhu with a shorter ball this time, connecting with Kamatani, who was able to stab it beyond Cardona. Kamatani on the run, into the box, just ran away from him. Didn't have a lot of support once again. Long ball down the left, too far for Espinoza. See some of the frustration just starting to creep into the body language of these Red Wolves players. And again, with so much effort and so much time expended in match play over this last week, what do they have left in the legs for these final 8 minutes and change? Meza turned it over. Menzingen, who's been tireless tonight. Carrera Garcia. Espinoza. Again facing up against Ali Hadzik, who wins that battle once more. And left it for Kamatani, who's all the way at his own end line. That's the kind of defending that Jay Mims demands from his forwards. just get to cherry pick when you're an attacker in a J-Mims system. That was off Kamatani last. This will be a corner. By my unofficial count, it's the first Ford local dealer corner kick of the second half for Chattanooga. They had 5 in the first half. It's Ortiz to take. His delivery, Nuhu able to punch to the back post, and a foul was called. Even if that follow-up had gone in, it wouldn't have counted. Pressure relieved again for Omaha. Nuhu got something on it, and then he was collided into. Nuhu, who J-Mims told us was still getting some treatment for that knock he picked up at Richmond a few weeks ago that forced him out of the match for the second half. He's been able to play through it effectively. Throw in for Omaha, and it's going to be a substitution for Chattanooga as Pedro Hernandez ready to come into the match. Let's see who he's replacing.
The match, number 14, Pedro Hernandez. Leaving for the Red Wolves, number 18, DJ Benton.
Benton is the man replaced. So Hernandez for Benton in the 85th. Good harassing by Noe Mesa to prevent the ball up the pitch there. It's a throw for Chattanooga, but they're deep in their own half. And that's just how Omaha likes it. Chattanooga have played out of that Omaha high press very well tonight. At least since the second minute when that high press led to the only goal of the night. Long ball forward, Mensingen nearly onto the end of it, but couldn't quite take it down. That would have been a very difficult take. And Nuhu again sprawls on top of it. Final 5 of the 90. Offside here. Omaha stepping up really well to play a high line. And more frustration for the Red Wolves. Let's check out our move of the match presented by Sunny 92.3. As this first half attack by Chattanooga, Nico Cardona beginning it. Persisting through Hugo Kamatani and then up against Gordon. This is a really good move, connecting multiple passes by the Red Wolves. So that's our Sunny 92.3 move of the match. Mesa after this bouncing ball. Really good body work by him again. So strong, even though he's not the biggest guy. Ali Hadzik. Owls happy to keep possession as much as possible now. Gordon looking for a free kick. Referee not interested in that. Now, chance for Chattanooga to surge down that right flank. Good backtracking by Ryan Jiba, though. Big collision. Free kick coming. Yellow card coming as well. This time, it's Alex Touche into the book. A half a dozen players for the Owls on yellows.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has presented the yellow card to Union Omaha's number 4, Alex Touche.
5 of those players for Union Omaha still on the pitch on yellow cards. But they're getting close. Here's another one of those free kicks for Chattanooga. Talked about it a lot tonight. All these opportunities to deliver set pieces. Another one here, put into the 6-yard box, thumped away. Brito shielding it against Ortiz. Brito wants to play it off Ortiz if possible, could not, he concedes the throw. Ortiz takes it quickly, touched back to him. Now the surge to the end line, Kamatani defending, low cross, off Jiba, corner. Another forward corner for Chattanooga.
This Red Wolves corner kick sponsored
Crowd urging their team to find a late equalizing goal.
Back of the net, Red Wolves. Back of the net.
Looks like Ortiz is leaving it to Espinoza to attempt a left-footed in-swinger. Or will he take it short, as they've done a number of times tonight? Time growing short for the home side. Espinoza's delivery. Nuhu able to gather. Juggled initially, but caught it on the way down. The Owls very close now to seeing this game out. Ollie Hodzik slipped there. He's on a yellow, remember, and Chattanooga begging for that second yellow. As he went to ground, he's shaking that right hand. You see the Red Wolves players imploring Joshua Belk. He's not going to produce that second yellow card. Much to the home side's frustration. Into the final minute of the 90. Delivered by Lombardi. Back post, volleyed over the goal. Tough angle. For a moment it looked like it might be headed goalward, not quite. What a ball this was from Lombardi. It took Nuhu right out of the play, and it fell to Pedro Hernandez, who wasn't able to keep it on frame. You saw Nuhu started to come for it, realized he was not going to be able to get there, and then he was stranded. But Hernandez, from that acute angle toward that end line, not able to put it on target. It's another one of those mini balls has come onto the pitch. That's just fine from Omaha's perspective. Let that clock continue to tick away. Late substitution for Omaha. There is Ricky Rivera. So Rivera on for the last minutes. It's going to be a throw for Chattanooga. Still haven't been told how much stoppage time. Now we're told 4 minutes. 4 minutes is the stoppage time tonight. So we're already nearly a minute into those.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 minutes.
Now, first touch for Rivera. He's away on the counter. Rivera looking for the overlap. That's Giovanni Willis, who's also come on late. Owls able to keep the ball effectively here. That's what they want. Jiba now to the end line. Ryan Jiba looking to put this ball away. And his cross looped up off a defender and taken by Aviles, who immediately boots it away. There's Ali Hodzik in the way. Throw for Chattanooga. Villalobos. There's more good defending. Free kick for Omaha. That's exactly what they want. Ryan Jiba got one of those long legs in the way. And the finish line very much in sight for the Owls. It's an unfortunate looking finish line for Chattanooga at the moment. Still 90 seconds to play. Dion Akoff has also come on for Omaha. Looking to shut up shop over these final seconds. Can Chattanooga mount one more attack? Here they come with Villalobos. Plenty of space to roam through the midfield. Villalobos on the right side now. Can they finally find a telling cross? A cross that's eluded them all night. Pulled back, and that's not what they were looking for. Man hauled down, yellow card coming out. Connor Doyle was brought down as he was going to be clear on the counter. And it's Jose Carrera Garcia who goes into the book in the 94th minute. Again, this suits Union Omaha perfectly. Carrera struggling with a cramp, it looks like. Question now is how much time does the referee add on for that little injury stoppage, if indeed he deems it one. Booted forward by Jiba. In theory, just 10 seconds or so of the 4 remaining. Maybe time for one more attack for Chattanooga. Ortiz wins a throw. He's in a hurry to take it. Forward in the direction of Menzingen. Menzingen was able to shrug past Eddie Gordon into the box, booted away by Doyle. Is there any more? Jay Mims pointing at his watch. The Union Omaha bench begging for the final whistle. It's not coming yet. Carrera Garcia to take the throw. In for Villalobos. It's got to go into the box quickly. That's it. Final whistle. Union Omaha hangs on the road. They take all 3 points here at CHI. Their second victory of the League One season. It's a 3rd straight defeat for Chattanooga as their difficult week comes to a difficult end. Great effort by the home side, but they just weren't able to find the cutting edge. Our ASA Engineering and Consulting Man of the Match for Chattanooga is Rafael Menzingen, who gave great effort and had a lot of good runs and moments. Wasn't able to find the end product along with the rest of his team. And Joe Brito's 2nd-minute goal holds up as the match winner tonight. As it ends, Chattanooga 0, Union Omaha 1. Back with highlights and final stats in a moment.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
What's the latest buzz? It's Ford's fresh lineup of SUVs. Get great offers on the vehicles people are talking about, like Ford Escape, an SUV that drives like a car, Bronco Sport, where the terrain never intimidates, and Ford Explorer, the all-time best-selling SUV. Need we say more? Don't wait. Find out what all the buzz is about at your local Ford dealer. For the latest offers on Ford SUVs or to build and order your select Ford, visit your local Ford dealer today.
Good times, bad times, and everything in between. Your primary care doctor is with you all the way.
Back to wrap things up here in Chattanooga tonight. Union Omaha holding on for a 1-0 victory over Chattanooga Red Wolves. Let's see our full-time highlights from this match. As Union Omaha got off to a flying start, and it would turn out to be enough this evening. In the 2nd minute, it turned out to be the only goal of the match after Union Omaha won it high up the pitch with their press. Great connection. It was Meza to Brito, and Brito shifting it onto the right foot, bulging the net. Top right corner, beautiful finish. He had that wonderful chested and volleyed finish against Minnesota United a week and a half ago. And that one almost as good and equally effective. And we didn't know it at the time, but that would be it for the goal scoring tonight. Chattanooga had some decent opportunities in the first half. This was the closest they would come tonight, as it turned out. Jose Carrera Garcia into the side netting. For a moment, a lot of fans, I think he himself, thought maybe it was in the back of the net. It was not, though. Wrong side of the post. And Chattanooga just would not be able to find the net at all this evening. In the 41st minute, after some good work around the outside, Carrera Garcia putting one just over the bar this time. Again, that was what Omaha were able to do all night long. Keep that ball to the perimeter. Unable to penetrate the interior of the pitch effectively, Chattanooga. This was their best cross of the night, and it fell at the back post to Pedro Hernandez, and the substitute unable to steer that volley on frame. Difficult chance from a tough angle. And that summed up the night for Chattanooga. Just not quite, as they wound up with 13 shots, but just one of them on frame, and that will disappoint Jimmy Obleda. 7 shots, 2 on target for Union Omaha. They weren't able to create a whole lot offensively in the second half, but they defended very well, despite having just 31% of the ball. Again, especially away from home. That's not unusual for them. They did what they do, got the early goal, and made it count here tonight. Well, we hope you enjoyed our coverage here tonight, as Jimmy Obleda's side will look to get back on track in their next match following a third successive defeat. Union Omaha now with their second win in their first 7 league matches of the season. For our entire great crew, I'm Donnie Barnes. Good night from Chattanooga, where it ended Union Omaha 1, Chattanooga Red Wolves 0.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.